Welcome to the 208th installment of Tell Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro's about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell him about my 2020 NFL Divisional Round Playoff predictions.
Tell him, Alejandro!
Yo, make sure you hit that bell and get notified when I drop videos. Join notification gang. Notification gang. The first weekend for the NFL playoffs was popping. For mad long, we all been suspecting are the New England Patriots gonna lose this season because they've been whacker than they usually have in the past. Well, in the first game of the playoffs, they lost and got eliminated. It's lit right now. I believe in the beef between Belichick and Tom Brady. I think it's a wrap. Either Tom Brady going to a new team or Bill Belichick gonna go coach a different NFL team. And most likely it's gonna be Brady dipping. I've been hating on him for years. I respect the skills, but I also view them as cheaters. Even though if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And if I was in the same position as them, I too would cheat. Yeah. So following them is gonna be interesting to see what happens next. So usually my predictions are right in the beginning and they be wrong by the end. Crazy. After the first weekend so far I'm 2 for 2, but I'm happy with the first one that I got wrong. The Patriots ended up losing instead of me predicting them winning and losing the following week. Another one I got wrong was Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings defeating the New Orleans Saints, who I predicted would be a Super Bowl threat in the NFC. Kirk Cousins won the biggest game of his career. Well, he played very well. I gotta give him his credit. He hit us with his catchphrase, "Do you like that?" mad aggressively in the locker room. You like that? Yeah! So for 1 week, I can't even front. The man's lit. Then the other 2 games I got correct. The Houston Texans won in dramatic fashion. Deshaun Watson is a god. And the Seattle Seahawks defeated the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a Giants fan. I don't like the Eagles, but I gotta tell you right now, I stay dubbing Carson Wentz because I feel like he's skilled, but he's always getting injured. He's not durable. And of course, the Philadelphia Eagles for a while had the backup quarterback Nick Foles. He helped them win the Super Bowl, but he went to a new team so that he could start and of course get paid mad bread. Well, in this game, Carson Wentz got injured, and if you watch my prediction prior, I predicted that Jadeveon Clowney, the elite pass rusher, the big black goon for the Seattle Seahawks, would show up in this game. He was traded by the Houston Texans early in the season. Well, in this game, in my opinion, he had a hit on Carson Wentz that was mad dirty, son. And it basically injured Carson Wentz, and they had to rock out with the backup quarterback. And it's not the limp backup that they won the Super Bowl with a few years ago. So basically, they ended up losing, combined with all the other injuries that they sustained this season. Can't in front. I felt mad bad for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's the recap of the wild card weekend. But let's start off with these predictions for the upcoming weekend. It's gonna be crazy. The first game I want to start with is the game that I think is going to be the best game of the weekend. The Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. My man's black on black crime, baby. Black quarterback Deshaun Watson versus black quarterback Patrick Mahomes. I do think it's Patrick Mahomes' destiny this season to at least go against Lamar Jackson or possibly go to the Super Bowl and win it all. Last year, Patrick Mahomes won MVP and he went against Tom Brady in the playoffs with the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. Well, unfortunately, that game went to overtime in dramatic fashion, but the reason why I say unfortunately is because the way that the overtime rules are set, basically, Patrick Mahomes in overtime was never able to get the football. The New England Patriots won the coin toss. They elected to receive, and of course Tom Brady, who was playing at a high level in that game, cooked, scored a touchdown, and never gave the Chiefs the ball. I have no doubt in my mind if Mahomes would have got that rock, he would have found a way to score for his squad, and the Chiefs would have ended up going to the Super Bowl, and they probably would have defeated the Los Angeles Rams, and I would have gave y'all an episode, because I only gave you a prediction episode, because I felt like it was whack, it was boring, the Patriots constantly winning. But this year we get fresh new blood. I'm excited. So I think you're going to see a plethora of weapons by the Chiefs, and you're going to see why they really are a Super Bowl threat this year. The next game I'm going to go with is the Minnesota Vikings going to San Francisco versus the San Francisco 49ers, baby. I think the Niners are going to win this game. I think the Niners are the best team in the NFC this year. I think the Niners, now that the Saints are out of the way, are going to go to the Super Bowl. My man's Pornstar Jimmy Garoppolo, has been balling all season long. He has great taste in women, and if he keeps playing at the level that he's playing at, he's probably going to end up getting more and more porn stars after the season. Yeah. I ain't mad at you, Jimmy G. You do your thing, son. The third game I want to talk about is the Seattle Seahawks going to play against the Green Bay Packers. I don't believe in the Green Bay Packers this season. I feel like Aaron Rodgers, that bad man, is beginning to regress and get older, and other quarterbacks have either caught up to his level or surpassed him. In Seattle, I don't think they're a complete team. I think they're slightly flawed. However, I can't pick against Russell Wilson even though he blew a Super Bowl. When the game is on the line, you know he gonna shine. He always makes a big play. And I also love his wide receiver, DK Metcalf. I feel like a lot of people slept on him coming into the draft. And I definitely see a good rapport being developed between the two of them. I think ultimately the Seahawks will defeat Green Bay and then probably end up losing to the 49ers. However, I must say, in the NFC, I think the Seahawks are the only team still standing that's capable of defeating the San Francisco 49ers. Then the last game I want to talk about is the Tennessee Titans going to Baltimore, baby, to go against the Baltimore Ravens. I think Tennessee's going to play well. I think they're an elite running team. Derrick Henry is one of the best running backs in the league, and they're going to present a lot of problems for the Baltimore Ravens. However, you know I'm going with my favorite player in the NFL today, baby. The future MVP for this season, Lamar Jackson. He gonna bust that booty, baby. And he gonna see Patrick Mahomes next week. Then whatever happens, happens. But I'm rooting for Lamar Jackson all the way. Finish this spectacular season with a ring, baby. For years, black quarterbacks have been stereotyped into basically being very good runners with the football, but average passers and average with their minds. Well, Lamar is breaking all those stereotypes this season. That's one of the many reasons why I'm rooting for him so much. There you have it, folks. Mr. Alejandro's 2020 NFL Divisional Round playoff predictions. Feel free to tell me what you think about last week's crazy wildcard weekend and these upcoming games. Plus, do you think my predictions are accurate or caca as usual? And feel free to tell me who's your favorite porn star, and do you like Jimmy Garoppolo's choice and Kiara Mia? Just for the record, that's all me, son. You know what y'all do. Tell them in the comments.
Tell them.
Tonight's bow tie is brought to you by Santa Claus. Blue with a little bit of yellow. Meant game winners like Carmelo. Tune in for more sports cards, video games, fitness, and all that. Follow at Em Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events. Or if you want to hear me cover a certain team or topic. Tell them. Outro music. Yeah. The Dallas Cowboys recently fired their head coach, Jason Garrett. He been whacked for mad long. And they hired Mike McCarthy, who I think is a decent coach, but at the end of the day, Jerry Jones not surrendering power is the main problem, and I still see it here. And the Giants scooped up a new head coach too, Joe Judge. I flat out think he's a bum, and I hope it works out, but I doubt it. T-E-A, woo! T-E-A, T-E-A, yeah, T-E-A, A-A-N-F-L, playoffs.